Hello everyone, how are you all? This is Prashant. I welcome you all. So as you can see on the screen, today we are going to talk about the Python list. So first of all, without wasting time, we are going to discuss it. So what is a list? A list is a container which hold the common separated values, items or elements between a square bracket where items or elements need not all have the same type. So I'm going to use the pen square bracket. First of all, we have to declare this bracket. If you can see this bracket somewhere in Python, make it sure that datas are list type. Okay, list type. We have some data types, so in which list is a one data type in Python. Okay, so it is a identity to recognize the list. Okay, so here you can give a list 2 comma 4 comma 6. It is a list. Another value I'm going a. Okay, I'm going to declare a comma 1 comma 0. Okay, so this is the another kind of a list. So in the next slides we will see what is the list, what are the types of this. So we are going to continue. So here we have a little bit brief description, details about the list. In general, we can define a list as the object that contain multiple data types. The content of the list can be changed during the execution of program. Make it sure, my dear students. So this is the very important line that you have that you can do here. The list can be changed during the program execution because it is a mutable type. We having two types: immutable or mutable. Mutable means we can change the values, or immutable we cannot change the values. As we can change the values of a list, set, and dictionary. So we will talk in the next upcoming videos about this. So today we are going to discuss only the list. So let's continue and we'll continue the same topic. This size of a list can change during the execution of the program as elements are added or removed from it. Add and remove from it. Okay. So next, here is a structure of a list. We have a list here. We can give a list name color list. Here we have red color, here we have blue color, green color, black color, and blue color again. So one thing you must clear: the index value. They have some index value. So index value, when we are starting from left to right. Okay, so it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, start from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. If we are going to talk about from backward to forward, okay, backward to forward means right to left, so it will start from -1. It is written here, but I am thinking that it is not visible, so I am writing here -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. It means we can read the list from both the sides. We can read the list from both the sides, forward and the backward. So first of all, we have to declare a list by giving its name. After that, in the brackets, we can give in the square brackets, we can give the name of the variables, whatever we want to give. So it is the index forward, it is the index backward. So index backward will start from -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. In the forward direction, it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So please remember this thing, because next slides we are going to show the use of this. So here is the example of a list. You can see a number list. It is a number list. Here we have the numbers separated by the commas: 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Here we have the names Sarah, David, Warner, Sandy. Okay, here we have the student info: Sarah, roll number 1, chemistry. I'm assuming this is the roll number. So Sarah, roll number 1, chemistry. So like that you can also make a list. So here we have different styles of making the list. Okay, So here is the how to create a list. This is the first method. This is the another method where we just now we are going to use the four methods to create the list. So first of all, following list contain all the integer values. So here you can see we are going to use the all integer values 5, 12, 13, 14. So it is the integer values. Here we are going to contain the mixed list with with the string and the integer value and the float value. Okay, I'm going to clean this screen. Okay, now you can see it is clear. Red 12 and 112.12. So it is a string, it is a integer, it is a float. So another one, the list contain all the strings, means red, blue, green, all the strings. Okay, and the next one, this is the empty list. There is nothing is there, no value is there. So if you will use this one, it will give you a output like this. So my dear students, you can copy these things or write down these things in your coding and check the output. If you will write down this coding in this way, so you will get the output this way, in this way, and you will get the output this way. So because I want to make the video small, that's why I wrote all the things beforehand to clear you the things. Next, what is the use of plus operator and asterisk operator? Here we have two operators, plus operator and the asterisk operator. These are the two main things. Make it sure you learn this, the use of plus operator and the asterisk operator just now, because next, if we are going to talk about the tuples, if we are going to talk about the dictionary or next anything, any data type of the Python, so we are going to use the same operators there. Okay, so here is the use of this. We have declared a list 1 with the two variables, white and yellow, list 2 red and blue, list 3 green and black. So list the common list is list 1 plus list 2 list 3. So I am going to print this here. Okay, so what will be the output? You can see the output. Here we have declared separately, but here we have declared separately. But now at the last, we consolidate all the things in a one list. White, and the sequence is the first one. First one is white, yellow. You can see the white and the yellow. Okay, so it should be clear. Second one, red and blue, red and blue. The sequence as you give, it will accept, it will show you the value as same. So now the next one, the asterisk operator. I have a list. It is example of list 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the index value 0, I am going to multiply the value 4. My dear student, it is the wrong. It is wrong. It will not give you the expected output which you are expecting. It will give you the 4 only. Okay. So if you want to use this one, that 1, 2, 3, 4 times I want to print, then I have to give a string name, sorry, a list name, multiply operator and the value 4. Okay, so it will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Here you can see 1 time, 2 time, 3 time and 4 time. Okay, so I think it is pretty clear to all of you what is the addition operator, what is the multiplication operator. Okay, so I think it is clear. You can take the screenshot of this. I'm going to clear the screen. You can take the screenshot of this and you can use in your programming. Okay, plus operator and the asterisk operator. Now I think it is already clear to you, because forward direction and the backward direction. This is the forward and this is backward. Okay, minus 1, 2, 3. This is the same thing which we have discussed earlier. Now next, if you give an index value which is out of range, then interpreter creates an error message. So what will be the error message? Let's see here. As you can see, it is 0, it is 1, it is 2, it is 3 index value. Okay, so if I am going to write down list color list at 0 place, so it will give the 0 place red. If I will give 0 and 3, so 0 it will give the 0 and the 3 red and black. if I am going to ask -1, so -1 is black from backward side, -1. Okay, here if I will give here if I will give here -4, then what will be the output? Please find out, check it, do yourself. Okay, if I will give 4, not -4, if I will give 4, here you can see, if I will give 4, beta, it is not in the list. It is not in the list. Okay, you can see 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 is not there, so it will show index out of range. It will show this error. It will show this error, index out of range. Okay, so make it sure which is not in the list, it will show index error. Next, we have to insert some values. How will we insert the values in the list? So add the items to the end of the list at the given or at the given position. So first of all, we are going to add a value at the end of the list. So to add the values at the end of the list, we have a function name as append. Okay, we have the function name as append. If we use the keyword append and we will give any name, whatever we want to insert, it will insert at the last position. Make it sure we have some other ways to insert the values also, but if you want to insert the values at the last, that time you will use append. Okay, that time we will use append. So here is the list: red, blue, green, black, and I want to insert yellow color. So where it will go? At the last position. So we are using the append. Okay. If you want to insert some values at a particular position, so what will you do? Color list dot insert. We are going to use the insert and the position where you want to give and the variable. Okay, so now you can see 0, 1, 2. So at the position 2, we are going to insert another value which is white. So it is coming here, then it is going to further. Okay, so let's see with the programming. Here is the program to add the item at the end position. Here is the list of a color I have. I am going to print this one, so it will print this, means whatever I have. So now I am going to append this value. If I will append yellow, so it will come red, blue, green, black and yellow. You will see the output like this. If I want to add the position, means a particular position, so what I will do? Similarly, these two are printing the list same as it is. If I am going to insert, so here is the insert method. So here I am going to insert the value color list dot insert. Make it sure, beta, this is dot append. It is dot insert. Okay, so list name dot the function. Okay, what you want to do? So list name dot insert position comma white, because during the exam time I saw many of you are making the same mistake. So don't forget this one, to put dot operator. Dot operator is the calling operator. So list is calling this append. Okay, so this is the calling operator. Make it sure. So color list dot insert 2 comma white. So now I am going to insert at the second position 0, 1, 2. At the 2 position you will get the white. I think it is clear. Now how to modify a list? How to modify a list? So let's see here. We are going to modify a list. I am going to replace green with yellow. You can see it is the previous list. It is the main list, red, blue, green, black. But I want to replace green with yellow. I think this picturized information is sufficient for you. In the place of explaining so many things, it is pretty clear to all of you. So here we have the main list. I am printing the main list. This is the output of main list. If I am going to insert some value, so you can see index value, the method to give the index position, color list and the index position. 2, I want to insert the yellow. Okay, so it will accept at the position of 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay, make it sure. So it will come on the third place. If I am going to talk about the index order, 0, 1, 2. If numeric values 1, 2, 3. Okay, so don't be in confusion. because it is always index starting from 0, so it will move to the 0, 1, 2, second position. Okay, so I think it is also clear. Next topic. Next, we have a remove an item. If we insert an item, if we want to remove that one, we having a simple keyword remove, and the value of that that in list item. Okay, so here we have the main list. Here you can see the main list. We have to use list name dot and the function and the name of the variable which you want to remove. So color list dot remove black I want to remove. So it will, after that it will show the output of these three after the execution. So this is the main program. This is the main list. I am printing the main list. This is the output of main list. Now after that we have to remove this black color. So it is at the last position. So it will remove it. I think it is removed from the last position. So you will get the three: red, blue and green. I think beta, these are the things that you have to remember, and these things will remain in your mind if you will keep doing practice. Okay, so we have to do the practice. Practice is the main thing in programming. Now we want to make list empty, remove all items from the list. So how you will remove the list, how you will clear the list? You will clear the list by clear function. Okay, you will clear the list by clear function. Here we have the main list. Clear list dot clear. List dot clear will, what it will do? List dot clear, it will clear the all the data whatever is in the list. So if you don't want to work on the present list and you want to create another list, so that time you can use the clear function to clear the list. So here is the output of the main program. This is the output. Now I have used color list dot clear, so it will clear the list, and it is a empty list. So this is the last topic for today. This is the last topic for today. Next time we will meet with some new topic, some new things. So we are going to talk about next time list slicing. I think the programming, that you are understanding the what is the need of the programming. Programming needs the practice only, and as much as you do the practice, you will clarify all the concepts. Python is a very easy language, you can do. Okay, but it needs a little practice. So stay home.